Bonjour everyone, I am Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman, and welcome to another Planet Coaster Park Spotlight on Samaraa Part 2, America by GenetiX-soFt. GenetiX is a talented French player who's blown everyone's mind when he uploaded the very first part of Samaraa, which is a megapark project smartly divided in several saves so that it doesn't get too affected by the limitations on console. And it pays off! The entrance part of the park, which you can check out by clicking the link in the top right hand corner, featured not one, but two masterful rides that I absolutely loved. And spoiler alert, this American area is even better in my opinion. If you're a PlayStation player and would like me to do a spotlight on your park, don't hesitate to ask me in the comments. And if you like this sort of content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and show the creator of this park some love in the comments. And without further ado, sit back, relax, and let's ride our horses to America. Welcome to Samaraa Part 2 America. That's right, today we're going to a Wild West themed area, and I'm really excited because, as you might have remembered, Samaraa Part 1 was actually a really cool area of a bigger park, of a mega park project, and yeah, right away we can see that the follow-up to that is already very good. I mean, we have a shop right away, we're entering some sort of American fort. You can buy rats, spiders, skulls, vultures. Got a claw machine, posters. This is nice. I really like the architecture with the sort of they're not wooden beams. What are they called again? I don't remember exactly. The wooden poles. That's right. And so yeah, especially because he's used that pretty much everywhere, which is great. Honestly, really great. Dun, dun, dun. Love those two shops because they really do fit in with the aesthetic. Really reminds me of the entrance of Frontierland at Disneyland Paris, because you enter from a fort, much like this one, and yeah, Frontierland at Disneyland Paris is essentially my favorite, probably yeah, my favorite Disney area in general, even with Pandora, World of Avatar, and Galaxy's Edge. There's just something about Frontierland at Disneyland Paris that really appeals to me, even with the jail. And yeah, essentially at Disneyland Paris you have well, some people in jails, and you have the whole fort area with animatronics, and they're telling a story. This is great, to be honest, and it really reminds me of that. Look at that door made with the wooden poles. Nice. Oh, I can see a log flume in the distance. Right, so we have Silverton rail, that might be our mine train. Sawmill. I would assume that this is the log flume, and then we have eagle nests and Wakantan. Oh, what? I'm gonna do it. Wakantankan. There we go. Tarpon, dwarven mines. I really like the callbacks to the last area. Got a plan again. Look at that. Yeah, GenetiX is so talented, and once again, hold the phone. Is that a custom log flume? Oh, we're in for a treat. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. It's really calm as well. I really like that compared to the last park where it was really busy and everything. I feel like this place is much more, you know, chill. I really like this vibe. Farmhouse grill, I assume, yes, this is a restaurant. Really love the exterior to that. Even simulating the people sitting at a restaurant. I really like that. I think it's great. Really reminds me of Cowboy Cookouts, I think it is at Disneyland Paris. I'm gonna make a lot of Disneyland Paris callbacks because it really reminds me of Disneyland Paris, this park. Well, this park. I should say area, really. We have the Lock Flume entrance over there. I want to explore everything before I go on the rides. Because that's one thing that I did a little bit wrong with my latest spotlight of one of GenetiX-soft's park. Well, the only park that he had built since before this one came along. Oh my god, look at that! Look at the sightlines! Sightlines are so important. Wow. I feel like Simple Park is so bad compared to that. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, GenetiX should really have a talent for detailing. Saint Sarah Church. Really reminds me. What? I saw the top spin in the distance and I was expecting for this place to... How big is this? What? Okay, this just blew my mind. Okay, I'm getting way more excited now. Hey, pigeon, get away from the cemetery. Get away. Come on, shoo. Said shoo. There you go. Yeah, this church really reminds me of the one at Portaventura. Lots of pigeons around here. And this, I assume, is a staff room. The staff room, a staff area. I know you really like your staff areas. And your realism in general. We've got a theater. Oh, this place is busy. What are they saying in here? Oh, really? Oh, wow. So there must be a ride somewhere. Or a ride exit. Wow. The elevation changes as well. How big is this? I'm getting so lost right now. And you can tell that this is a good thing because this is... Wow. Dun, 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 dun. The saloon is so great. I'm gonna assume that these are... Yeah, those are restrooms. Toilets. Pfft. Why am I saying restroom? I'm not American. This is so nice. Like, everything is done to perfection, really. Oh my god. I didn't see that. But I want to ignore the big things for now. I really want to see... Oh, but I can't! Look at this! Oh my god. Oh, I'm so excited. I haven't seen anything of this park so far, by the way. Well, anything. I have seen what we have seen together, but what I mean is that... Look at that! The mining tower over there! Oh, I'm nerding out. This park is okay. This is even better than what was it? Magical Town, Magical Village. One of the two. Wow. Yeah, Frontierland at Disneyland Paris ain't got nothing on this. This is so good. Wow, I'm so digging this vibe right now. And so the two flat rides are over there. Taylor J. Lewis. Oh, we've got a big eagle over there. Bureau of Indian Affairs. I mean, Native Americans, please. Yeah, but I get that this would be historically accurate, but come on. I really love the canoe here. The canoe is really great. Wapiti Reservation. With the eagle over there. So that would be the eagle nests, right? This is huge. I didn't expect it to be that big. Because all things considered, the previous area was pretty small, you know, compared to what we have today. Or at least this one today feels bigger because I haven't seen it compared to the previous one. Oh, using the gingerbread man to make, you know, some sort of beast skin, something like this. Beast hide, there you go. Toilets over there. Nice. Really, really love this Native American theme around here. This is not something I've seen actually around Planet Coaster. This is the first time I'm seeing this. This is great. Wakan Tankan. I'm not really familiar with the Native American language in general, so... That is triggered! That is triggered. Is it? Well, it is a sequence, but... Is it triggered? Yeah, it is triggered, according to what the ride does. Love this. Oh, we've got Gulpy again. This time we only have one. Nice. We got a little eating area. Oh, ghost people. Is that supposed to be like a totem? Yeah, it's definitely supposed to be a totem. Love this. And we have another staff area over there. I'm gonna assume that this building is the same that we've seen earlier. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, this looks so good. I've never seen someone do a Native American theme before, but it looks so good. It's done to perfection. I haven't been to both queues. I maybe should try to see if they lead anywhere. I mean, to the flat rides, of course, but see if they have much theming, but it doesn't look like it. Let's see the other one. Really love how you have those totems around the village. Wakan Tankan. Yeah, quite simple queues. I'm going to assume that the real really good queues will come with the 2 big rides. So I'm excited to get there, to be honest. I'm so immersed compared to the last park, to be honest. Wow! Now that, right there, that's a view. Mexico! So I've read in the description that the next one he'll post will be an Asian area, apparently. So I'm really excited to see his take on the Asian theme in general. But I'm really excited to see the way you tackle Mexico. Because Mexico and Frontierland is actually part of Frontierland itself in Disneyland Paris, so really love the geysers here. Interesting choice, by the way, to put the geysers here. Mexico and China, there we go. We got Raijin and Osaka Raft. Torna Chile. Chile, actually. Oh, I'm really excited for this. Which one should we go on first? Picnic area. It's still going! Wow! Oh, this area really gives me Walt Disney World Frontierland vibes. Then you have the right exit. Okay, we haven't been on the ride yet, but look at those turnstiles for the exit. Love this touch. This is great. Absolutely great. Well, since we're here, let's start with Silverton Railroad. Priority pass. No, let's do the regular queue. Again, I'm really getting some Disneyland Paris vibes. And the views as well. Oh my god! What happened to this guy? Oh no! We've got a skeleton from Skeleton Manor who's been hung. Oh no! Oh, that got dark. I want to see the water effect. I know it's soon, right? I think it is. I'm not sure. Come on, don't disappoint me, please. Yes! Love this. Come on! What? With every single window having, well, this one is looking at the other part of the queue, but this is such an interesting view to have for a window, and same as this one, with the view on the station. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so excited! What? This is a long queue though. Wow. Wait, what? How the... Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. This is super long! What the hell? Oh, this queue is amazing though. Oh my god, look at this! Everywhere you look, it's just perfect. God! Wow! That with the transfer track as well, really Disneyland Paris style. Well, not really, but you get what I mean. I mean, this is even better than Disneyland Paris. What do we have here? Yeah, just a bit of scenery. Wow. Again, very Disneyland Paris vibes. Oh yes, with the pickaxes and the shovels. Here you can see the train arriving. Yeah, this is one of the longest queues I've ever seen. Right! So this time people are actually using the priority pass. So we're here at the station. Let's look at the actual priority pass queue. Whoops. Right. There still is a big queue for the priority pass. Uh-oh, dynamite. Not to be confused with Diamondite. Okay. Let's look at that station because it's so good. What? I mean, you've got the baggage holders, but usually on mine trains you keep your stuff with you. Wow. It is quite a long train as well. How many rows do we have? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. That's 18 rows. Wow. I don't even think that Disneyland Paris has such a long train. Alright, let's see the stats for Silverton Railroad. This is a long ride. Not green across the board, but for a mine train, it is pretty decent in my opinion. We got a really long ride though. This is gonna be great. Yep, we have a really decent stats, and I'm really eager to see this, what this mine train does. I hope I'm gonna do it justice because last time I had to record a mine train, it didn't go well because, yeah, it's pretty hard to record POVs for mine trains, but I'm gonna try my best. Enjoy, guys. What a ride! Oh my god, that was probably up there with N8's Frontierland, well, Big Thunder Mountain actually, back from the days before I even was there, I think, in the community. So yeah, it was perfect. It was the perfect mine train. I think the length was decent, the block sections especially, because I've seen that this thing is actually running free trains, and wow, the block sections are masterfully done. And what else can I say? The interaction with the log flume as well. I don't know if you guys saw that, but we'll see that once we get to the log flume. At one point when we went into the cave, we could see the log flume passing by, and yeah, I'm so excited to get on the log flume now. What a ride. I love it so much. Mine trains, if done right, are some of the best rides on Planet Coaster. In general, it's some of the best rides in the world, actually. Makes me think, of course, of all the Big Thunder Mountains, but also the one at Phantasialand. The one at Phantasialand is amazing. It's a bit rough because it's a bit old, but wow, like the one at Phantasialand is so good. I think it was Colorado Adventure, something like this. Welcome to Red Valley, actually. From one French to another. Blacksmith. We've already seen all of this, but I want to take my time because probably coming from that angle. Look at that beauty over there. So good. I want to go that way now. What do we have here? Coffee? Oh, your employees really don't like working here. Even with the choo-choo when the train goes by. Oh my god. Yeah, something tells me that the log flume is going to be amazing. Look at that, and it's going underground. And you included the log flume with the lake as well. This is something I didn't do with Simple Park, but I should have done it. So cool. Stables. Got a viewpoint here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is one of those parks where it will be super hard for me to get a thumbnail. Wait, so hold on. Do we have a... No. I'm pretty sure that this pipe... You know what? We'll go on the right and we'll see. But this pipe, I'm pretty sure, is stopping to spray water once the log is around there. Let's see, actually. Come on. Is it? Was it a trick of my mind? No, it is! Oh, this is cool. This is so cool. Oh, I love this. I love this area so much. The previous one was already, like, amazing, but this got so much more charm. I think it's due to the fact that it's much more immersive compared to the other one. And I think now that you are... I mean, you had already mastered the game, to be honest. But the more you are going to progress with the game, the more immersive everything is going to feel. And I mean, this is as immersive as it can get, to be honest. I'm really looking forward to that dark ride section underground over there. This is so cool to have the stumps. No, that's not what they're called. The trunk? I think they're called trunks. Like the trees missing stumps. I don't remember. Whatever. You guys will let me know in the premiere chat, probably, as always. Danger, mines. So cool. You know I love those. I mean, Simple Park was that, but on a smaller scale, so you know I do love my Lock Flume and my Mine Train and everything Western themed, like classic Western. Alright, so let's take a look at the stats. Not that it matters for a Lock Flume, even though they're pretty good, to be honest. We have a really long ride. Max speed's 57 kilometers per hour. Wow, that's a lot. But yeah, enjoy Oak Sawmill, guys. And sure enough, this was a perfect lock flume, and I mean, everything was so well made. Like, what more do you want me to say? I genuinely think that GenetiX has got up there with the top most talented players in our PlayStation community, because the things that he does, sorry, that's not, that wasn't correct English. The things that he does are right up there with some of the things that NH or Alvarez has done. Like, it's really immersive, and it's really taking you into the creation, and it's perfect in my opinion. It's really, really good. It's wonderful. I was honestly expecting a little bit more of a dark ride section, even though the dark ride section was... Hold on, let me... There we go. Love that section with the stalactites and the stalagmites, by the way. Really reminds me of the Disneyland Paris Pirates of the Caribbean, with the ending right before you get back to the station with all the waterfalls. It really reminds me of that. Then you get to the mines with the coaster flying by, well, passing by. So good. Will we be lucky? I don't think we will. Oh well, whatever. We know that the coaster is flying by here. Oh. 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 Maybe. Come on, coaster. Make me happy. Yes, please. Maybe not. Maybe yes. I'm not gonna wait around here all day. Come on. Yes. Oh, there's even a train whistle. We didn't catch that in the POV, so I don't know. I didn't know, sorry. But, yeah, that was so cool. Again, usually what I come out of here, of your parks in general, I say that your lighting is second to none, and I really do think it, because, for example, these lights, you've actually turned them off and did custom lighting for them, which is genius. I love this. This is the sort of thing that I love to do as well, to trick the mind into thinking that these lights are actually emitting the correct amount of light, but in reality they're not. They're other lights providing the light. Did that make sense? I hope it did. But yeah, I really love what you do with your lighting, and I think in general your lighting is definitely some of the best I've seen in the community. Wait, are those guys moving when the log arrives? Let me see. No, they don't seem to be. Not like it's a big deal or whatever, but could have been a nice touch. And while we're at night, actually, let's take a look at the park during the nights. And love the custom lock flume. Well, flume, actually. Oh, we even have a little Oh, what is this? Oh, nice! It's like some place to evacuate people in need. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, the lighting really feels authentic. You know what I mean? Yeah, something that I've noticed when I exited the no HUD cam was that every single one of your staff members had quit. So essentially, there is no staff in the park anymore, and because everything in this park is pretty much perfect. But if there is one thing that I have to give you feedback on, is definitely your park management, because as you can see, the bins, people are starting to not use the bins, and the shops are not manned. So wait, oh, this is cool. This is sort of a saloon door thingy. But yeah, everything is not manned, and so people are getting mad and everything, and the park looks emptier because of it, you know? See, come on, this is depressing. We have Gulpy who's depressed here. And people are still laughing because of Gulpy. Come on, you monsters. But yeah, that's definitely one thing that you have to improve on if you want to be one of the top players. It's definitely, well, you're already one of the top, most talented players in the community, let's be honest. I mean, look at that view. Come on, it's even better at night with all the orange lighting on the Mesa thingy. But yeah, it's definitely something that I try to encourage people to do, is to take care of their park management wise, because it's a really important thing in my opinion. Love the way this it really feels authentic. A subtle blue lighting for the little stream over there. I really love this. I really love this park. Yeah, this is pretty much perfect. Honestly, I really do love this park. I don't know if I prefer the first area of the park, the first part of the park, or this one, because they're so different. You know, they're giving such different feels and things to us that it is hard for me to compare the both of them. But yeah, I think in general you're an amazing creator, and one of the top most talented creators for sure. And I think you guys watching this video will agree that that GenetiX is definitely one of the most talented players, and this park is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's hitting all the right notes, you know. It's great, and I'm seeing both of the trains hitting exiting the lift hills at the same time. It's so cool. So cool, so well managed. Well, not well managed actually from the staff side of things. This is the one thing that you have to improve on. But yeah, I think still you have to congratulate GenetiX, because he again has done something amazing. And if you're going to China next, boy oh boy, are we in for a treat? Because, I mean, this is amazing. What more could I say? I hope you guys liked this video because I sure did like making it. And yeah, if you liked it, well, please do leave a like and consider subscribing because I'm doing spotlights weekly now. And yeah, I hope you guys will be there for the next one. But as for me, this has been Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman, and I'll see you guys in the next one. À bientôt, everyone!